Stop the Narcissist Now, October 26th. Nostalgia, a sentimental longing for wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal association or something that you won't have after an encounter with a narcissist. People are being programmed by society to be malignant narcissists. They are taught that feeling a certain way or believing a certain thing makes you true or right, to hell with critical thinking or due process. They are praised when they try to destroy people that don't agree with them, and just like any narcissist, they believe in mob rule and justice is what they define as and for whom. They don't believe in the fairness or truth. They don't need facts or evidence to crucify someone they deem their enemy. They more narcissistic they are, the more they are praised and put in the limelight. It's become the new norm, and like a cancer, it will grow. Every time I have an encounter with the narcissist, I'm reminded that these people are from the dark side. They have given into evil forces and have been overtaken by it. Lying, cheating, and stealing, regularly trying to destroy others, is flat out evil. No matter how they try to spin it, or no matter how they pretend it's normal behavior, it is nothing but pure unadulterated evil. Narcissists bear false witness against the targets constantly. They do in friendship and relationship between people with smear campaigns and making false claim against the victim. They not only don't care that this hurts the families and friends of their accused, they view it as an even bigger victory because they test the lives of the ones the mark loves and cares for. Narcs are ruthless and will take down anyone that gets in their way or hinders the plan. Narcissists pollute every environment they are in with the malignant behavior they are either sucking up to because you have something they need, or they are streamrolling and bullying you because you have nothing they want and they have no reason to be nice to you. They cause division and strife among people, among family members, neighbors, and co-workers, so they can control the narrative. They want to keep others from comparing notes and exposing their lies and manipulations. This is what we have understood. We have to understand about the narcissists. They don't operate in reality. They live in a pretend world where they make up their own truths and rules. This was once a childish defense mechanism, but it morphed into a destructive and depraved way of thinking and being. Narcissists don't adhere to any set of standard or codes of honor, no loyalty. They are morally bankrupted predators who are beyond any hope. Save your prayers for yourself and your loved ones. Listen to your gut. Your instincts know long before any physical manifestation that something is wrong. People will sometimes doubt their own defense mechanisms and get caused the narcissist nightmare. With the target's own empathy used as a weapon against them, they see your goodness and character as a curse that affects the lesser of the species. For we wrestle not against the flesh and blood, proceed accordingly. The narcissist is pretty easy to read. They think they are cute and special. They have the right to do what is yours. When that doesn't work out too well, they go into brat mode like a toddler that rages and has tantrums when they don't get their way. If that fails, they may use the silent treatment as a bargaining chip to get you to give in to their demands. If neither of these tactics get results, they may get violent verbally and physically and have been known to threaten suicide to control others. These childish manipulators are ingrained in them and part of their personality, and it isn't changing anytime soon. Narcissists will defend each other and will form some kind of disloyal camaraderie between themselves. They have a kind of agreement where they turn on each other, but it's expected, even promoted. They view themselves as predators, and other narcissists are their kind. They all see non-narcissistic people as they prey, and they feel no empathy towards any victim, but be it their own victim or another. This is common in narcissistic families. You may not know it, but if you have had a narcissistic lover in your past and they are among the living, you are in a battle. They kept you in their little black box for future extractions and will rear their ugly head when you're needed. As long as both of you are breathing, you are but a reserve and a potential target to them. They are known to pop out of the woodwork. Even after many years, this enemy is always around the corner. It's amazing how the narcissistic can with a straight face tell you that you are no longer rely on your own memory, like a 3-year-old denying reality. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru Ji, Satnam, Satnam, Satnam Ji, Satnam, Satnam, Satnam Ji, Sri Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru Ji, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru Ji, Satnam, Satnam, Satnam Ji. Satguru tera asra, Satguru teri od, Lajpasam, Bhakti Bhajam, Satguru tera asra. Whatever you do not grow old with a narcissist. We are far more vulnerable and usually have far less options for escaping of this abnormal relationship later in life. You'll find yourself trapped with a raging, manipulative lunatic who enjoys playing with your mind and your heart. The narcissist will take their cruelty and inhumanity to another level, and you'll find yourself in some perverse parallel universe that resembles hell. Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Stop the narcissist now. October 26th. Nostalgia, a sentimental longing for wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal association or something that you won't have after an encounter with a narcissist. People are being programmed by society to be malignant narcissists. They are taught that feeling a certain way or believing a certain thing makes you true or right. To hell with critical thinking or due process. They are praised when they try to destroy people that don't agree with them, and just like any narcissist, they believe in mob rule and justice is what they define as and for whom. They don't believe in the fairness or truth. They don't need